Are we ready?
Yes, Judge.
All right. Ms. Rivers, this is a case from yesterday on our add-on calendar. It's 24 SC 006502. Mr. Gould is here in court. His lawyer, Ms. Wood, is online, and our prosecutor, Ms. Davis, is here in court. Mr. Gould, I'm Judge McBurney, and Ms. Wood tells me that you are ready to enter a plea in your case. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, we're going to do that. Before I let Ms. Davis take over, you have a right to be here in open court, which you are, but also to have your lawyer, Ms. Wood, right next to you. So if you got a question, you can say, what's the judge talking about? She's appearing virtually today, which is okay. If you need to speak with her privately, will you let me know?
Yes, sir.
Okay. She also has a law partner right behind you, Ms. Rios. So Ms. Rios might be able to answer your question as well so that we don't have to figure out how to connect you with Ms. Wood online.
Yes, sir.
Ms. Davis, when you're ready.
Please raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm the testimony you will give in this matter before the court will be the whole truth and nothing but the truth?
Nothing but the truth. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, you can put your hand down. Please state your true, correct, and legal name for the record.
Tyreek Gould.
Can you spell your first and last name?
Tyrek. My first name, Gould. My last name.
Are you under the influence of any alcohol, drugs, or medication?
No, ma'am.
Is there any medication that you normally take that you have not taken today?
No, ma'am.
How old are you and how far have you gone in school?
I'm 21 years old and I made it to the 12th grade.
What high school did you attend?
South Atlanta High.
Are you able to read, write, and understand the English language?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you understand that you're charged with the following offenses: aggravated assault and possession of a firearm during the commission of a felony?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you understand that you have the right to plead either guilty or not guilty to these charges? And if you plead not guilty or remain silent, you may receive a jury trial.
Yes, ma'am.
Have you had enough time to speak with your lawyer, Attorney Wood, about all the facts and circumstances known to you regarding the charges in this indictment, including any potential defenses?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you need more time to discuss this case with your attorney?
No, ma'am.
Are you satisfied with her services?
Yes, ma'am.
Attorney Wood, do you waive formal reading of the indictment and any and all defects therein for the purposes of this plea?
We do.
Mr. Gould, do you remember being arrested on these charges?
Yes, I remember. I just don't remember the year.
Your Honor, the state is unaware of any outstanding warrants related to this matter. Attorney Wood, are you aware of any outstanding warrants related to this case?
I am not.
Mr. Gould, has your attorney advised you of the minimum and maximum sentence for each charge to which you are pleading to today?
Yes, ma'am.
For aggravated assault, the minimum is 1 year, max is 20 years. For possession of a firearm during the commission of a felony, it is 5 years consecutive. Do you understand that today you're entering a negotiated plea of guilty, which means the state will make a recommendation to the court?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you understand the court is not required to accept the state's recommended sentence?
Yes, ma'am.
You understand the court has the right to sentence you to the maximum possible sentence on each charge?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you understand that there are multiple charges to which you're pleading guilty today, and the court has the right to run those sentences consecutively or one after the other?
Yes, ma'am.
Attorney Wood, is your client seeking to be treated as a first offender?
Yes.
Mr. Gould, are you asking to be treated as a first offender under the provisions of the First Offender Act?
Yes, ma'am.
Have you ever pleaded guilty to or no low to or ever been convicted of a felony in the state of Georgia or any other jurisdiction?
No, ma'am.
Have you ever been sentenced for a crime, felony or misdemeanor under the First Offender Act?
No, ma'am.
Has your lawyer explained the First Offender Act to you?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you understand that if you violate the terms of your first offender sentence or commit a new offense while on first offender probation, your first offender status could be revoked and you could be adjudicated guilty and you could be resentenced to up to the maximum sentence for each charge on this
Yes, ma'am.
indictment?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you understand this plea may be used to enhance sentencing on other convictions in this jurisdiction as well as other jurisdictions, including federal courts?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you understand that if you're not a United States citizen, a guilty plea conviction will affect your immigration status and will result in deportation just like a conviction at a trial would? That's true regardless of any advice by your attorney or anyone else.
Yes, ma'am.
Do you understand that by pleading guilty to a felony, if you use, receive, possess, or transport a firearm or use a firearm in a crime, you would be guilty of a felony, which may carry a sentence from 1 to 15 years in prison?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you understand there may be other adverse or unfavorable consequences as a result of this guilty plea conviction, just as there would be from a conviction following trial?
Yes, ma'am.
For example, your guilty plea may affect the right to vote, hold public office, to serve on a jury, to obtain a passport, to receive, possess, or transport a firearm, or the ability to obtain employment.
Yes, ma'am.
Do you understand that you waive any and all defenses, including any mental health defenses, by entering a plea of guilty?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you understand that by pleading guilty, you're going to give up the following rights? I'm going to read about 9 to you. Once I'm done, I'm going to look up and ask, do you understand, okay?
Okay. Yes,
Give-
ma'am.
You give it the right to a trial by jury, the right to remain silent and not to incriminate yourself,
Yes,
the right
ma'am.
to confront witnesses against you, the right to the assistance of counsel hired by you or to court-appointed counsel if you cannot afford an attorney at a trial of your case, the right to the presumption of innocence, the right to testify on your own behalf and to present other evidence, the right to subpoena witnesses and compel the production of evidence, the right to have the charges against you proved beyond a reasonable doubt, and the right to appeal a convicted of these charges after a trial. Do you understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you understand that you have only a limited right to appeal this guilty plea conviction?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you understand that you have only 4 years from today for a felony charge to file a habeas corpus petition challenging the voluntariness of this guilty plea?
Yes, ma'am.
How do you plead to the charges in indictment 24 SC 006502 to count 1 of aggravated assault and count 2 possession of a firearm during the commission of a felony? How do you plead?
Plead guilty.
Has anyone forced you, threatened you, or promised you anything to get you to enter this guilty plea?
No, ma'am.
Is it your decision to waive these rights and enter a guilty plea because you're in fact guilty?
Yes, ma'am.
Is this guilty plea freely and voluntarily given with the full knowledge of the charges against you?
No, ma'am. Can
It's
you
not.
repeat that for me? I'm sorry.
Is this guilty plea freely and voluntarily given with the full knowledge of the charges against you?
Yes, ma'am.
Your Honor, the state believes that the evidence would show in trial that on May 19, 2023, Officer Bogan with the MARTA Police Department responded to the Civic Center MARTA station in regards to a report by the victim, Mr. Anthony Powell. He reported that at the location 216 Peachtree Street, Northeast in Atlanta, Georgia, in Fulton County, that he was approached by the defendant, later identified as Tyreek Gould, and the individual was running up and down the MARTA train with a handgun, showing it to the victim, and then telling him he would hurt him. These actions caused Mr. Powell to be in fear for his safety. The officers did review the camera footage on MARTA, and they were able to capture and actually see the incident. It didn't really appear that he was trying to point the gun at the defendant, but he was playing with the gun, kind of taunting him, having a confrontation on the MARTA station. It's my understanding that Mr. Gould does not have a felony history. This may even be his first offense. And so we are recommending a probated sentence. It would be a 6-year sentence. So 1 year on the aggravated assault plus 5 years consecutive for the possession of a firearm during the commission of a felony. We would like the individual before us to submit himself to a mental health evaluation and complete any treatment if that is required, 40 hours community service.
All right, let's talk about that. This guilty plea from Tyreek Gould was handled with a steady, by-the-book approach from Judge McBurney, with both the state and defense locking in a resolution that balanced the seriousness of the charges with the fact that this was likely Gould's first offense. Gould, 21, pled guilty to aggravated assault and possession of a firearm during the commission of a felony. The facts? On May 19, 2023, Gould was caught on MARTA surveillance at the Civic Center station holding a handgun, showing it to a man named Anthony Powell, and making statements that put Powell in fear for his safety. The video didn't show him directly aiming the weapon, but the confrontation and taunting behavior were clear enough for the charges. From the jump, Gould was respectful and responsive. He confirmed he was sober, understood all his rights, and had no prior felony history. His attorney, Ms. Wood, waived the formal reading of the indictment and requested first offender treatment, a key ask that Judge McBurney granted. The state, represented by Ms. Davis, recommended a fully probated sentence, 1 year for the aggravated assault, plus 5 consecutive years for the firearm charge, totaling 6 years. The conditions? A mental health evaluation with any required treatment, 40 hours of community service, And the standard no contact order with the victim, Judge McBurney, made sure Gould understood the weight of a first offender sentence violate probation or pick up another case, and the safety net disappears. In that scenario, he could be resentenced up to the maximum on each count. It's the kind of straight talk that makes these hearings feel grounded. No scare tactics, just a clear-eyed explanation of the stakes. While the state's description of the incident suggested no actual aiming of the gun, the behavior was enough to warrant the charges, and Gould didn't try to minimize it during the colloquy. This resolution probation with treatment requirements signals that the court saw him as someone who made a dangerous choice but wasn't beyond rehabilitation. It also keeps a felony conviction off his record if he completes the terms, which is no small opportunity for a 1-year-old. If you found this hearing insightful, consider subscribing, hitting the bell, and letting me know your thoughts in the comments below. I read every one.